Joe Show is back. Executive producer Azariah Cartagena, a.k.a. Run It Up Azzy. Today, she took me to the Chrome Heart store and banged out the black card. Now, guys, have you ever taken your daughter shopping where she turns around? You take your daughter shopping, shout out the guy 5001, and she pulls out the jewelry. I mean, get some hoodies, get some. But when you go in the jewelry section, that's when I start to catch anxiety and start sweating bullets. When you walk in the jewelry and they start bringing, what's it called, ass? The dagger? Yeah, that's a dagger in my pocket, motherfucker. Shout out my boy Tito from Chrome Hearts. Chris Smokes hooked me up with him. Oh, my God. She's a Terrellish, what's up? T-Lover. And, boy, she goes for the jury. What's up, Shirley? Shirley Jones of the Jones Girls, man. That's our infamous intro. And we love her. We love Detroit. Her son, Cam. He doing this thing rapping. Cam Jones, know what I'm saying? So we got an incredible show for you tonight. 7 months. This COVID shit really been around 7. I cannot believe it because when it first started, it was my wife's birthday. And we had Mary J was doing the concert. Mary J. Blige. Then we had the dinner. Sushi, all type of shit, steaks, and her friends, they all them rich girls, you know what I'm saying? Mike Vick's wife, this one and that one, this too much money in the area. And then we was going to strip club, booby trap, we was going to turn up all night. This shit was going to be one of those get home 7 in the morning drunk. It got canceled because of COVID. And you remember when COVID first started, we were scared to death to breathe any type of air. I wouldn't even come out my house. And now it's been 7 months. So that means in 4 more months, it's her birthday again. It'd be some real bullshit if we can't celebrate a birthday. Tonight, big guests. You see the Laker colors. You see the Kobe. We going for it. We going for it. We got a big boy coming on. And what would you expect? Now say to yourself, you guys are pretty spoiled. Fat Joe comes on, rain, sleet, or snow, every night at 8 o'clock and brings you the biggest in the game. You seen your girl yesterday carry champion. I mean, whew. I got guys out there characteristics talking about how my boys on the DM and on the text like, Jesus Christ, Joe, this woman is so muy caliente. I'm like, damn, boy, that ain't even your style to jump out the gate like that. They like, shh. Tony Sunshine on the check-in. Pizza Rock, what's up, my brother? Damn, man, my brother Pizza Rock. And boy, was that a show yesterday. And so what we do is we try to let you be a fly on the wall and you just listen to everything that's going on. And we talk about shit you never even heard about. I don't know what the fuck we be talking about. What I do is I go to sleep and the next day I watch the show and I'm like, holy shit, we talked about that. The mayor is on the check-in. Mayor, Sneaker King, the mayor. And yeah, I really don't got to big myself up because I know how hard this is, guys. When I get all these guests, you know, Fat Joe, I'm Fat Joe, guys. You know me for making hit music for over 25 years. And I got to reach out to artists and guests and be humble myself. Shout out to Pretty Lou. He got the hottest DJ show popping. And I got to go out to artists and be like, yo, can you come on the show? Let's inspire the people. And I ain't going to front. Some of them front. Most of them show love. But some of them front. I'm like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Joe Crack the Rapper hitting no more. It's media. You know? And so, man, 7 months we've been doing this. And every night I try to bring you something different, talk about something different, if it's something real. Because this is a live show. You know, I'm never scared to talk. You know, I'm never scared to talk. And I never take no talk back. So, you know, it wasn't until my brother Khaled told me, yo, you know your show's really live on the air. There is no editing. There is no taping. Like, the shit you say is the shit you say. And it's really, really crazy. And you got to think about it. When you say, man, for you guys to sit here and hear a guy talk shit all night, man, I got to commend you guys. Oh, yeah, not just yet. But yeah, in fact, we might have like 2 guests on. Shout out to Mesmo Candles, Black owned, Latino owned, smells like incredible. I definitely seen these candles. I'm a candle guy, so my house always smells real good. If you ever went to my stores up in NYC, they smell really, really good. And so I seen the young sister. She got her own candle thing. Mesmo, MSMO candles. Y'all need to go support that on Instagram, on everything. They smell amazing. Shout out to Afro B, my African brother. What's up, Afro B? Joanna. Joanna. Ah! And everybody, yo, Michael Rappaport. Oh my God. Michael Rappaport. Yo, look. I don't know if y'all figured it out or y'all been listening to these interviews correctly. I really was about that life really, really crazy at one time. And so when you hear CeeLo, everybody just telling different stories, I really was crazy, right? I'm not going to lie. And so I try to change. But Michael Rappaport comes on here every now and then. He says, come on, Crack. I see you trying to change. You with your daughter. Fuck that. Let's talk that shit. Let's bring that noise. And I'm like, yo, Michael, man. Like, yo, Mike, fuck that, Crack. You trying to be, you trying to grow a beard. You trying to, like, be mature. Fuck that. Yo, Mike, man, I was really crazy type shit. Land you in jail for a long time. Friday night, the champ just hit me. Edgar Balanga. Friday night, Edgar Balanga knocks everybody out in the first round. He was just shopping. He's going to Vegas tomorrow and up NYC. He called me up with Fleazy Nation, and he promised me a great fight. He has never once told me, Dawn, I'm going to knock him out. He goes in there and he fights. But he's knocked everybody out in the first round. It ain't been since Mike Tyson that a guy knocked everybody out in the first round. It's unbelievable. Edgar Balanga. Yeah, my guy's not there yet, but you know what it is. And so when I say somebody coming, they coming. You know? When I say it's going to get real Lakerish, it's gonna. So, why would you think I'm lying? You've been tuned in for 7 months straight, and I never lied. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the championship Lakers own Danny Granger. Yo, Danny!
What's up with it? Can you hear me?
Shit the wrong way. You gotta.
I'm trying to get it. Yeah, I got you.
Nah, you can't. You know, we
We're
just.
here.
Woo!
What's up,
Hey, yo,
boss?
Danny. First of all, congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
championship. How many is it for you now?
I've been lucky, man. This is my 3rd one, so I've been really lucky, man. Thank you.
That's
Thank
with the
you.
Spurs, Toronto, and now the Lakers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've been very lucky.
Now, Dan, I got to keep it all the way real. We got to think of this of like a movie, right? To where, say, Pulp Fiction or one of those that they show the ending first, then they backtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the last 4 seconds. LeBron is checked by 5 people. He passes you the ball. You
Yeah.
shoot it. Now everybody knows you wet. You good money from 3-point. You're wide open, Danny. And it
Yeah.
touches the rim and it bounces out.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking at that point right there, Danny?
I mean, damn, you're just like, in all emotions in that game, you feel like you could have won it, could have closed it out. But you're like, I got another opportunity. So you
Hold
just,
up, Danny. We're going to go to the opportunity.
okay,
But listen,
okay.
Danny, because I really thought about this, right, Danny?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't never miss. You weren't ready, won 2 chips. You're a champion. You're wide open. This was a Cinderella moment
For sure.
for life. If you would have hit that basket, it would have been a Cinderella moment. You would have been like, you would have been playing that shit till you 90 years old.
For,
What? No, I'm serious,
for
man.
sure.
And I
For
fuck
sure.
with you. You my brother off the, so when you miss it, damn, that
Yeah,
was
man.
fucking shit. I knew you was going to win the chip, but I was like, damn, that was this fucking Cinderella moment.
Man.
So,
Yeah, nah.
what are you thinking when you leave off the court? Y'all lose that one game. I know you got 2 more tries, but what are you thinking, Dan?
Man, you just overwhelmed with a lot of, emotion of letdown and disappointment. You're just like, damn, that could have been the one. So you kind of like, just want to go into a cave, crawl under a rock somewhere and just hide out, but you're just thinking like, damn, I let my team down, I let myself
Did
down.
you sleep
I
that
let it.
night, Danny? Did you sleep?
Nah, most nights we don't sleep, even wins and losses, but that one for sure not. You don't sleep. You think about every mistake you made, every shot, and you keep replaying that play over and over in your mind of what you could have did differently. Could I had more time? I could have definitely slowed down. I could have took my time. I could have had better, better balance, a better pace. I could have shot it a lot cleaner than I got the look that I got. I mean, it was an open look. I just rushed it as if somebody was closing out to me. I had way more
The
time.
wide open look. Danny Green
Yeah,
shoots people in his face. 7
yeah.
footers. Like, it was too easy. Actually, it was actually too easy, right? It was like a too easy shot
It was
where
so
you,
open. It was too
oh
open
my
where you just
God,
like,
yo,
I should have
Danny.
just took my time. But I said I have a good support group around me, man. My coaches, my teammates,
Now,
my
I'm
family,
not
my
into
friends, my fiance.
controversy. I'm not into controversy, but I gotta bring this up. It kind of hurt my feelings, and this is my favorite guy in the universe. With Snoop Dogg, he took shots at you that night,
Hmm.
and Snoop is the nicest, most beautifulest, politest guy in the world. He was so upset that you missed that shot.
Hmm.
Uh, did you even get to see that
I,
Instagram when he threw that up?
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I said during that time, and I don't take things personally. I know some people, even comedians, they have their memes, they have their funny stuff, their pages. I know they have to stay relevant, they have to, make people laugh. So I don't take things personally. But Snoop, he had posted a couple times, and I'm not taking it personally at the same time, but I know that every time he posts, people are going to draw attention to it. So everybody's going to send
You
the
saying I
negative.
gotta talk to Snoop Dogg? Like, is Snoop Dogg been on a Danny rant?
Nah, you don't
Like,
got to talk to
I
him, man.
only
I
seen
mean,
it that one time, and I was like, damn, Snoop, too early. They got
nah,
two
nah.
more chances. I was like, Snoop, chill. Like, in my head, I was like, damn, Snoop, like,
Nah, you
yo,
don't got to talk
Danny
to him,
the
man.
real.
He's a very passionate fan, just like most. And when we don't play well, he lets us know. You know what I'm saying? And when certain people don't play well, he lets it be known.
So the next
So
game comes, Danny. The
for
next
sure,
game comes, and you can't wait.
yeah,
I
nah, for
seen a
sure.
certain bounce to you. Your bounce. Listen, shout out to the Miami Heat. They gave it everything. Jimmy Butler
Oh
gave
yeah,
it everything. The whole Miami Heat, them young boys are gonna be good for years.
nah, they
But
played amazing, man. Their staff, their crew, their group, it was very special. They were a good team, man. But he said during that time, I just had to block out the noise. So everybody that I just unfollowed or blocked the pages or until the dust settled. So everybody was tagging me on it, tagging me on the post, tagging me. So I blocked out the noise, man, left it alone. Came back that next game, everybody we all did. We all had a chip on our shoulder, man. And we played a really good game. You know, the way we should have been playing all series, I felt like. But no knock to that team. They're a very good team, and they put up a hell of a fight. But I know what we're capable of when we're playing our best basketball. You know, we can play like that night in, night out. But we just have to bring that same intensity. But yeah, man, it was a lot of
It was
fun.
supposed to be you and the Clippers, and when the
Hmm.
Clippers, when the Joker gave him, you know, the Joker,
Oh, he's
he's
good, man.
very
That guy's
deceptive.
he's very yeah.
He's a big boy, but he's like a slinky. He could do anything he want.
He's very slithery,
And
man. He's a very crafty. That guy, he gets it done, and it's hard to guard him. He just has an
woo,
awkward game. His rhythm is hard to catch. His rhythm hard to find his rhythm. He's very good at what he
tell me
does.
about this
But
bubble. Jamal Murray emerged in this bubble.
for
Was you
sure, and I
watching the
can't.
other games?
Yeah, we that's all we had. That's all we could do. And that's part of our homework is watching who we're gonna play. We might play against, who we're gonna face up, and what their tendencies are, who's playing well, how well they're playing. So we definitely watched everybody that played.
Now
But yeah.
I want a real answer from you, Danny. A real answer. We call this a Joker moment, like Joker
Hmm.
Winfrey. When the Clippers lost, the moment they lost, did y'all say to yourselves, "This is our shit"? Like we got this. Be honest. I'm on the real, the
Honestly,
real.
honestly, them winning or losing didn't change our mindset. We felt like we were
I
going
know
in. We
y'all
felt
felt like
that's
y'all
us.
was gonna win regardless. It would have been harder, but when they lost,
We were just. I wasn't shocked. I think most of the world was shocked. We weren't too shocked because of how the restart was. You know, the team that stayed in shape and together during the pandemic was the teams that I felt were going to be last team standings. Miami was one of those teams that was probably working out during that time, and stayed in shape and stayed together. Not saying nobody else stayed in shape, but I think they were together during the pandemic, which made them a closer knit group. You know, the Clips had a lot of guys. The chemistry was hard because they had a lot of guys in and out of the bubble because of sicknesses or illnesses or family issues. You know, they had funerals to go to, so it's tough to build that chemistry back up. But we didn't think the job would be any easier playing Denver. We obviously the world wanted it to be the Clippers and Lakers. You know, and it wasn't what was supposed to be is what would happen. You know, teams
yeah, but I
that
ain't
played
gonna lie
well.
to you. That's the first
So
time it didn't happen.
that Denver,
It's the first time. Even in my Rucker days, when I used to coach and Jay Z put on a team,
hmm,
somehow, some way, the chip ended up us. Somehow, some way, it was supposed to end up the Clippers and the Lakers. And
yeah.
Denver put a stop to that.
Denver,
But
shout out to them. They're good, man. They made it. It's supposed to be them because they made it there and they've been playing well. They've been working, but you know, Clips I'm sure will bounce back. They'll get what they need to get piece wise and figure it out and should have like a regular season of you know hopefully outside of the bubble. The bubble is just is different. Everybody reacts. Everybody thinks everybody can just play in the bubble. Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, those guys played very well in the bubble. You know, unfortunately,
you
other
went to the
guys.
Lakers. You went to the Lakers.
Hmm.
Last year, you won a chip with Toronto.
Hmm.
You went to the Lakers. You made the smartest choice ever made in life. What made you say, "Yo, I'm going to fuck with the Lakers" right after you won a chip in Toronto?
Man, I mean, well, I think at the time I've talked to people about this. If we could have brought the whole team back in Toronto, I think we all would have went back. But I don't think they were able to do that. Um, and we knew even if Kawhi went back, they weren't able to bring me back. And I think he might have known that too. So, you know, he felt like he had to go a different route. And after that, that's once I knew that, I was like, you know, I'm gonna find the best place where I can, you know, have career wise for me and to also win. And that was as soon as I saw Bron and AD, and if they needed a shooter, I said those two guys. I don't care who they have on the floor with them. It's going to be hard to beat them. You know,
Now, let me
whoever's
tell
around
you,
them.
you played with Tim Duncan. You played with Kawhi. You played LeBron and AD. Is there something superhuman of LeBron James? He's 36. Is there
Oh, for
something?
sure,
Did you ever look at him play
for
while you played with him? Was like, Jesus, this is what the fuck. This is it.
man. I just every day I see when he steps foot in the facility when he wakes up. I'm just like, how are you at 35 have so much energy or bounce or just you know, and not just in basketball on the court, but in your daily life. The guy has energy because after a game, I'm dead tired. Next day, I'm not. I'm walking, you know, limping, you know, sluggish, dragging. You know what I'm
They
saying
said
through
Jimmy
the halls.
Butler, after the last game he won, they said Jimmy Butler couldn't even walk the next day.
He's playing 47 minutes a night, man. It's hard to play that, you know. And Bron does it night in, night out, him and AD. And AD is younger. He has some bruises, bumps, and issues. But Bron somehow every day he gets up, and he might get some stretching and massaging before he gets out of the room. But he's walking like he's good, and he's been doing it for 17 years. So that to me makes him kind of superhuman because
Yeah. So
I'm
I
years
gotta
younger than him,
be
and I still
honest.
feel it.
I gotta be honest with you. The Mamba passed away.
Hmm.
Fucked up the whole 2020.
Man,
Right? The Mamba. That was it for the New Year's Eve. I was at Puff Daddy's house. I popped so many bottles. I couldn't wait for fucking 2020. Yo, this is the year I'm gonna be a billionaire. Then the Mamba dies.
man.
Kobe Bryant, and it just fucked the world up. And so now you got to do it for Kobe. And now,
Little added extra
because
pressure.
that's what it turned into, like, yo, I'm playing with LeBron AD. I need another chip, to like, holy shit, like, we got to win this for Kobe,
Yeah,
right?
we felt
And
that way, but we didn't want to put too much extra pressure on ourselves. But it felt that way somewhat.
yeah, feel like you got to win it for Kobe, right?
Hmm.
And so you got Kobe, then a pandemic, some shit that never happened in 100 years. You got to be away from your family. You got to be in a bubble. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Play ball.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough, emotionally, mentally, more so than physically. But playing every day, guys' bodies were breaking down. But mentally, emotionally, being in that atmosphere, you see guys were going crazy. Some guys couldn't, deal with it. And I said, at one point, we were the only sport playing, so everything we did was on social media. Fans were commenting, "You can't get away from social media. All you have is your phone." And we didn't have our families there at the first 2 months. So it's that everything we did was on the forefront. We heard it right away. People always comment, saying stuff. Obviously, these fake pages, still some fake ones of people behind keyboards comment, dumb stuff. So we ignore it. But it can get to you. And the bubble wasn't easy, man. It wasn't easy.
So the bubble, you in there, you watching the bubble. Basically, first of all, this whole year for everyone, not just for basketball, this whole year is like equivalent of being in jail for a year. It's like they took a year away from our lives. Because if you being careful when you're not in the street, you wearing the mask, they took a whole year away from our lives. We on house arrest. The bubble was like that. The bubble was actually the closest thing to being in jail.
Yeah.
Like,
Um, yeah. But so we had they made it as comfortable as they could, man. Shout out to the NBA and the league for making us feel as comfortable and at home as we possibly could with that type of atmosphere. They allowed our families to come in. They gave us restaurants, food. We had access to a lot of things. But at the end of the day, it was still, you felt enclosed in, or it kind of in, I don't say a cage, but yeah, you felt very enclosed in and weren't able to do your normal everyday routine. But they did the best they could, and made the experience something that was feasible, something that you can be okay with. So hopefully, if we ever have to do it again, I understand it was safe. And I think a lot of people going in more confidently if we did have the same situation, and no understanding how to, I guess, embrace it and how to deal with it. But yeah, it's definitely a tough thing to grasp as a normal human being
shout out the
being in that.
commissioner, Adam Silver. He put together a flawless bubble. Everybody was safe. But let me take it back to this. 2020, Happy New Year. Boom. Rest in peace, the Mamba dies. Boom. COVID-19. Boom. George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. Now, at one point, you boycotted with the Greek to Freak the whole, and it looked like the season was about to be over. It felt like everybody was going to walk off. And then Michael Jordan gets involved. And everybody comes to, could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, man, it was something that needed to happen. It was necessary, but we're glad Milwaukee took a stand, and we got a chance to sit down and regroup, talk to some of the owners. And Mike was one of the guys that let Jeannie Buss, shout out to her, first woman to win the championship, our first woman owner. She's been great. But Mark Cuban, so many other guys have jumped in, and coaches. Doc Rivers was there, Rick Carlisle.
Can't hear you, Danny. Danny, can't hear you, Danny. Can't hear you. You touched something. You can hear me? Can't hear you. You touched something with the little earplugs or something. Let's do it again. Let me disconnect and then you come back on. Disconnect, come back on. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, y'all can hear me. Smitty, you got me, right? Because these guys, they fucking around today. They mad as hell because their teams ain't win. And so they want to talk shit about Danny because they motherfucking teams, their teams love, yeah, Danny.
There we
Yo,
go.
it's
There we
hard
go.
being the champion, huh? Because if I
Yeah.
sit there like, yo, it's shit, kid, you know, they mad. You know, you
Yeah.
got Knicks fans, Cleveland fans, Miami, they ain't mad as hell.
Man, so many fake fans out there, but
So
I
let me
appreciate
ask
all the
you, what
support.
did I know Jeannie Buss, God bless her, first female owner to win a chip ever. But what did MJ do? He got on the mic. What he got on the phone? What did MJ do? Because it
We
sounded
had
like MJ, because he doesn't get involved with nothing. It sounded like MJ took the cape off, you know, the suit off and threw the cape on and was like, yo. So
yeah.
what was he talking?
Well, we had a Zoom call pretty much. We had a couple of reps from each team and a Zoom call with all the owners. So all the owners got on the call and he was on with all the owners. But I said he was great, obviously had our back, but I can't just give credit just to him. So Jeannie Buss was great with that, Mark Cuban, even some of the coaches at Doc Rivers, Rick Carlisle was there, some of the coaches. But we had so many other owners there step up and voice their opinion and show their support. And we said we needed a win. So we tried to figure out what we can get done or what things we can work on right away so we can get back to playing. And one of those things was opening up all the arenas for voting polls. So most of them are already working on it. We're hoping that every other sport followed suit, baseball, football, soccer, and then open up because, voting
That's
suppression was a
basketball and
big
Black
thing.
Lives Matter for the win.
Yeah, man.
Opening up the arenas, because everywhere we fighting this voter suppression. But now you
Yeah.
got the arenas that everybody could fit in to go and vote. That was historic.
Yeah.
That was a historic move for the NBA, for the Black Lives Matter
And now we got to keep pushing,
movement.
man. We got to keep telling people to vote, man. We got about a month left, if less than that now. We got to get you guys out there to vote. So, we can get some right people in the right places so we can see some change.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yo, Danny Green, man, 3 chips, man.
Man, I've been
When will
lucky.
it stop? Like, what do you?
I hope I can get. I'm lucky to have this one. I'm gonna celebrate this one as much as I can with the family, have the fall. But I'm like, I hopefully get a couple more years in, and I would love to run it back, and hopefully we can get it done again next year. But I'm gonna enjoy this one, man, to the
You
fullest.
know, it's the
And I said,
shortest. It's
hopefully
going to be the
before I retire, I
shortest.
get one more.
This is the shortest celebration because I'm hearing the league is coming right back in like December or January.
We don't know yet, but we're thinking hopefully by the new year where things are normal. In January, I don't think we'll make it in December. That'd be too soon. But we're all here, ready for whenever they reschedule it. But we're waiting to hear and see, and we're gonna enjoy our off season as much as we can, and then hopefully, said late January we'll have things open again, and hopefully things are back to normal by 2021, and we have fans in arenas to be able, support us and have fun, at the games as well. But
You
as
know,
of right now, we gotta make change
you brought up Mark Cuban. Shout out to Mark Cuban.
for sure.
Recently, I seen him trying to help Delonte West get back on track.
He did. He got
Um,
Delonte checked back in. He did help him. He's amazing, man, for that. We got a big shout out to him. He's uh, using his avenues, his money, his accessories, his resources, uh, not just for promote his own self promotion. He's out there helping our people. He's helping our guys, and he's one of those owners that care about his players. He loves the game so much. He's passionate about it. He cares about his players, and he got a chance to actually, get Delonte kind of put in the right direction. So big shout out to Mark Cuban for that one, man. He's a real one.
God bless, man. I hope it works out. The whole world is, mental illness, drugs. It can get anybody, man. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
we got to pray for Delonte because he's one of us. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, it's a COVID-19, a pandemic. You guys went out there, you left your families, and you went in the bubble, didn't know what was going to happen, and y'all put on for us. And every night we turn on the TV and y'all playing and y'all going all out. And it gave us some sense of normalcy. It gave us some sense of like, we back to life because, we got NBA on TV. And it's amazing what y'all did out there for all of America, for the whole world. Did you ever come out to the Rucker, Danny?
I did. I played in Ruck when I was younger, man. Shout out to A Butter.
Yeah, he's on
Coach,
the check-in telling me, A Butter's like, yo,
yeah,
ask
Tony
Danny
Rosa.
about the Rucker.
I played with him and Tony Rosa. He coached me. Tony coached me, and when I was younger, I was probably in college during the time. Me and Joe Kim Noah, we were out there with A Butter and those guys, Annie Freeze. We had a nice little crew, man. We had a squad. So that was those when Harlem was jumping though. That was different. Harlem's a different place now. But that's when Harlem was jumping, man. It was a lot of fun as a youngster.
That's when it was crazy. So you was one of the young boys out there playing with Tony. Shout out to legendary coach Tony Rosa. Yeah. Tony Rosa, man. Man, they got to put his name on some shit, man. Tony Rosa, one of the greatest coaches I ever seen coach out there in the streets in Harlem. He had that winning squad, and he always built it from the ground up. You know how they always say they building the team? He always had the young boys, you know what I'm saying, going all out. And so you played alongside A Butter in his prime.
Yeah, man. A Butter was he was one of our leaders. So we had Joe Kim with us. A was nice, man. And so I was a youngin' then. I was just following his lead, learn a lot from those guys, learn a lot from him, learn a lot from Tony. But so that was when Harlem was a different place back then, man. It was jumping, and everybody was trying to be out there. It was a lot of fun, man. That's when the street basketball game was on its highest levels of their kingdom. Now it's it's a little different, but playing outside, people don't play outside anymore. But back then, we used to have so many tournaments, so many games, so many entertainment events outside, and Rucker was jumping back at that point.
Yeah, I used to go to all of them too. Shout out to Tri-State. Still going, my brother Mousy. Shout out to Dykeman. Dykeman got something crazy over there going.
Yep.
That still got that old energy. But yeah, the Rucker, man, it was nothing like that. To me personally, that's some of the best years of my life out there coaching, being with the players, and being with the fans and just giving them, the way I would really get NBA players is I would tell them, I would be like, yo, look, these kids really emulate you. They look up to you. They ain't got $500. They ain't got $1,000 to go to a game in Madison Square Garden. You need to come out here and really touch the people.
For sure.
And that's how I would get everybody to come out, because I'd be like, look, they're never, ever going to see you. And they look up to you and they want to be like you. And that was my thing about being out there, was bringing all the players. Shout out to Erica Ford, bringing the players out there for the kids, so the kids can finally, they can't afford, you go to Madison Square Garden, no disrespect, that's Wall Street, corporate money, you know what I'm saying? The hood can't afford those tickets. I remember one time I seen MJ play when I was young. I seen him after, when he was number 4 or 5, I had courtside. But when I was young, MJ was this small. I was all the way up the deck. He was running through the shit. He looked like an ant. But, I saw MJ. But that was hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's
sure. Why I would bring all the players, all the NBA players out there to inspire the kids, man.
For sure. And that's why every year I try to do, this year's going to be different for me, but every year I always do my camps. And we did it all throughout Toronto. We did it all throughout Texas. We're going to do it all throughout California, but we were able to do it because obviously the pandemic and how schooling went.
I went
But
last year to
you
Brooklyn.
did. You went to the event at Barclays Center. We hold the event, the Battle in the Apple. We did every year in December. Hopefully, we have it again this year. But we're doing other events in different areas, different arenas this year. We might have one in Dallas. We're figuring it out, man. But it should be big time. And hopefully, every year we can have some type of event for the kids, man. And I said I try to do camps every year. And when it's all said and done, so that's what matters is giving back to the community and helping the young generation to carry on, our future to be better.
What city got and I commend you on that because that's a beautiful thing you do for the kids.
Right.
What city got basketball, street basketball, is jumping the most?
Now, oh man, I couldn't even
Now,
tell you. It's tough to say, man. I said we're trying to get New York back to where it was, but it's hard to say. And I said I've been out here. I've been watching a lot of the California basketball. These kids out here can hoop too. Texas always got a lot of. Those are bigger states that have a lot of hoopers.
I know you got
Chicago.
well in high school you got D Wade and LeBron's son.
Mm-hmm.
They acting up out there.
Yeah. They had a hell of a season, and so we might have them in one of our events too.
That shit look like
see
you
how that
need them,
goes.
Danny. You need them.
Yeah, man.
You need them. The boys, they got that shit. They got Kim K on the front row.
Yeah, they be putting on the
Everybody
show.
out there watching them boys, man.
They
Them boys
be putting on the
busy
show.
out there.
Speaking of, man, shout out to Armenia, man, Armenian people. Sending our prayers to y'all as well. But yeah, man. So hopefully put on a nice little show for the people, man, for the kids, and they have a lot of fun and entertainment. Because that's their NBA. Some people's NBA high school. So hopefully
Are
they
you
can.
are you guys gonna do the parade that they normally do, like riding around and?
Yeah, we're figuring that out. Obviously during pandemic it's tough, but I think we will have something. Once they said that, Rob Pelinka has been a hell of a job of bringing the team together, but also talking to the mayor, the governor, figuring out how we can do something safe. So when we do figure that out,
Social
then we'll have something.
distance.
Yeah, we'll have something going hopefully. So we're right now just
Man,
enjoy this time as a
y'all
group.
deserve it. Y'all put the country on your back. Y'all gave yourselves up for us. And thank God it was safe. Thank God the commissioner figured this out. This really, football, every week a team can't play because they catch the COVID. Baseball, a team can't play. Y'all were able, y'all sacrificed, but you was actually in the safest place. You're actually more unsafe where you at now than you was in the bubble.
Yeah, the bubble was the safest place, man. It's a shout out to NBA. They did a great job, man. They did an amazing job of keeping us safe and be able to play basketball, free. Hopefully, so we don't have to do it again. But I said they did it the right way, and hopefully, so other sports can follow suit because we're enjoying watching sports. Everybody's loving the sports. Football, they're doing a decent job of trying to get things in order. But hopefully, other sports can keep COVID free and keep playing and entertaining. So I'm loving it, even though I'm not playing. I'm loving it. But watch some football, watch some different sports games.
I want you to tell me about one person and I get you out of here.
All right.
My favorite power forward of all time, Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like coming up under Tim Duncan?
Man, he's the reason why him and everybody else at that organization, the reason why I'm able to still be successful moving forward. They taught me how to be a professional and how to stay mentally strong. Without them, so some of these things are going through the bubble. I don't think I would make it through. But Tim, Tony, and Mano and Pop made me mentally tough enough to be able to handle almost anything. But the way he carried himself on and off the court, man, was unbelievable. He wasn't fazed by much. He wasn't impressed by much. But he was him, and he, day in and day out, worked like he was the last guy on the end of the bench, and he did it for 20 years too. And even when he was down, really tough.
Jammed up again. He jammed up. Maybe he'll click back on. But Danny Green gave us all he had. Shout out to the Lakers, who really went through some serious adversity. We got to commend them. They lost Kobe. The epidemic. Black Lives Matter. so much stuff went down, and they held it together mentally, away from their families. Man, the NBA, man, they really, 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 really did their thing. And Danny Green, let me just say bye the proper way if he picks up. You know?
There you
Yo,
go,
Danny,
man.
let's just say bye the proper way because I didn't want it to end like that.
Yeah, I had to jump back on, man, to thank you, man, for the time and shouting out and honoring us, our team.
Thank you, man. And you
Yeah,
know, I want you, I text you, I want you to hook me up with Rondo. I really want to give Rondo his flowers because his IQ, he's
nah,
one
he's a
of the
beast.
last ones left. He's one of the smartest guys in all of basketball. And I would tell my brother Rich is a Laker fan. I'd be
Hmm.
like, if Rondo, even with the Clippers, with anyone, I said, if Rondo stay healthy,
Yeah,
nobody see
no,
that floor like
nah,
Rondo.
Do's a beast, man, and it all starts with his IQ. He's a basketball genius, and that's what made us so great. It started with him and Bron, two basketball geniuses, and also we have Duds too. We have a lot of basketball geniuses on our team that, regardless of how well we're playing or how bad we're playing, I knew we were going to win the game just because they know how to outsmart and outthink the game, their opponent. So yeah, man, big shout out to them, and I'm sure we'll get him on with you. We'll play on shit.
Thank
He's
you,
not
my
be hard
brother.
to
God
find,
bless you, man.
but I
Nothing but
appreciate
love,
you,
all right?
man. Love
Thank
always,
you,
man. Take it
Danny.
easy, all right?
Peace, champ.
All right, my dog.
Yo, Danny, great. Yo, you're going to have to call him champ for the rest of his life. Lakers Nation in the building. That boy, three-time champ. The Lakers did it. I love LeBron James. When my Knicks don't make it, I start bandwagoning LeBron, and I really hate when yo Rich said you did it. Yeah, Rondo's smartest guy. At the end of the day, is this. See, I coach guys. You can have guys who jump off the roof. You can have guys that jump off the roof, but when it comes down to the end of the game, if they're not smart and they don't have a high IQ, you're done. And so Rondo is so smart and crafty. He get the ball or whoever he got to, and plus he's making shots. That's crazy. If Rondo is able to play and make shots, because you don't expect him to make shots, you got a bad thing coming your way. And you don't know who I know. The Lakers won the chip, and the Lakers is on the big show. I will not stop paralyzing, putting the straight jacket on the competition. At this point, the competition, no, there's no competition. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Tomorrow night, I'll bring you the biggest and the best again. And what I try to do, which is hard to do, is I try to have no repeat offenders. I try not to bring the same guest on, which is hard to do. Hey, y'all, Jay, look, shout out Steve Stoll, Pat Riley, the Miami Heat organization, one of the greatest basketball organizations in the world. What you did this year is impossible to do. But, you know, I knew LeBron James wasn't going to get that close and fumble the championship. He can't. He's after a legacy. There's a two-man race going on now. I don't care what you say. We could be Lakers, we could be Heat, we could be Knicks, we could be whatever. It's a two-man race. In life, once you got the money, it's about the legacy. It's a two-man race. It's LeBron and MJ. And stubborn guys like me won't let nobody take that from MJ. But LeBron is really trying to come for that slot. And so Somebody said bring Slick Rick on. I've begged Slick Rick to come on. Slick Rick don't do interviews. He just don't. Shout out to him. Slick Rick is one of my favorite, not even artists, just people in the world. I'll tell you a crazy story is last year, this year, right now, was it 2020 or 2019? His wife calls me and says, now you know Joe, Slick Rick, you know Rick, he don't really mess with too many. Slick Rick don't really mess with people, guys, with too many people. He don't. So she says, he's allowed you to take him to dinner for his birthday. So I'm like allowed to take Slick Rick to dinner for his birthday. Like it's a fucking honor. And so I sit down with Slick Rick and as I'm talking to him, I'm really talking to him. So like I know Slick Rick, he's one of my idols. I know him for years, but he's actually talking to me. So I'm like, and we're really talking, and I get like an insight on his intellect and how he thinks. And that was the most amazing dinner I ever had. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, get Benny in the building. Griselda Boys.
Yes, sir.
Griselda
Yes, sir.
Boys phenomenon.
Mm-hmm. OG
Hey, yo,
was the
man.
word.
What is life like for you these days, man?
It's crazy. You already know. Running around, doing shit. My workload heavy, but diving in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Just diving in this shit. You know how it is. It's a whole bunch of shit to keep up. Just working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, but you guys came out like a tidal wave out of Buffalo,
Mm-hmm.
and put the stamp in the game. And everybody loves your movement, what you're doing. Like I see everybody from Kanye to Jay to me to Virgil.
Right.
Like it's does any of this shit blow your mind at some point where you like, Jesus, like, fuck, we made it?
Hell yeah. Every day I wake up, you already know this shit. Every day I wake up, man, I'll be like, God damn, this shit real. But you know what I'm saying? It's about taking advantage of it and being responsible and holding this shit down and catching these next levels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and what you do is you keep that authentic street, real hip hop sound. I always said, you guys, like if the Lox and Wu-Tang had a baby, and it's you guys.
Right.
When I hear it, you know, and but people like us who grew up in that type of music, shout out to Is Biscuits, the world's biggest blogger on the check-in. But
It's Biscuit, yup.
Yeah, Is Biscuit, boy, that boy
My
work
nigga.
hard, huh?
Yeah, it's my nigga.
That's one guy right there. Is Biscuit be working his set. And so you guys stood true to what you do, and the shit exploded.
Right. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I mean? Yo, it's crazy. We was doing TI podcast, and he asked us a question nobody never asked. He says, like, what made y'all keep doing that shit? Like, y'all ain't have no sign or nothing that was going, you know what I mean? It's like, what made y'all keep doing it? It's like, niggas didn't even have an answer. It's just like, this is just what we did. You know what I'm saying? It's just what we did. It wasn't the popular music.
Because rest in peace, Fred the Godson. There's a lot of spinners that kept it real to that sound, but couldn't explode to that next level. And the way it happened for me, everybody was talking about the Griselda Boys. So I ran and I got the shit. And then I'm like, holy shit, this is like Wu-Tang and the Lox had a baby. So I was like, I've heard people trying to keep it true, but something about you guys that broke the mold to where you kept it yourself and you still keeping it yourself, but yet it's still you got the upper echelon, the biggest guys in the game fucking with y'all.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference. It's like backpack music type shit on steroids type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just lightning in a bottle, and man. And shout out to Westside Gunn and Conway. You know what I mean? Because it's a team thing, man. And
He come on here and be like, you know, Joey, it's my fashion, baby. You know my shit, my fashion. He go. You know, I dress.
Mhm.
I blow the bag. Like
No.
I dress out 5001 to relish. I've been blowing bags for years. Like I go. But he ain't lying. When I see him, he always dip you too. Y'all be putting on.
Right.
I love that shit.
And that's what I think
love
it
that
is.
shit.
Niggas ain't see the backpack niggas fly like that. Backpack niggas with the whips and the jewels. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't easy.
Right. It was something different.
And it ain't easy.
At all. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it in. You know, this shit is blood, sweat, and tears every day. I be telling people, it's like, this shit ain't for everybody. You know, everybody want the glamorous side of this shit. There's some niggas who could rap their ass off, but they not prepared for this side. This is not for them. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of shit on this other side that, you know, that we didn't know until you get here. You're like, oh, this come with that. You know, a lot of niggas can't handle this shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody.
Nah, niggas can't handle it. For sure. I seen a lot of people lose their cool, you know, get some type of fame and lose it, you know, turn to drugs and you know, cause you getting into shit you ain't supposed to get into. You know what I'm saying? And you know me, I don't use drugs because I see what it did to family members and people before me. And I also think I might like it. And so I don't want to do it.
No, right.
Because the last thing you want to know is you look at Joe Crack and you say, yo, he's the Don. The last thing I want you to see me is crackhead out. The last thing I want you to be like, damn, man, for real? They're like, yo, Joe Crack smoking the theory, yo. It's crazy out here. Like, I don't want to like it.
No, real shit. These niggas don't understand the responsibility and the discipline that you gotta have when it comes to this shit. Like, you gotta have those things, and you see the people who go off the deep end. You know, this a lot you got to discipline from you. You could, I mean, it's damn near you got the world at your fingertips, and you got to have discipline. You know what I'm saying? So niggas don't got that type of discipline. So this shit ain't for everybody. Nigga, you know, you see niggas hitting self-destruct every day, taking their folks down with them too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I seen this kid one time, right? We just talking, but I seen this kid one day. I was in LA doing an interview on the radio. I think it was the 92 The Real. And I came out, and there was a young kid, a young rapper. He was hot too. I don't even know his name, but he was so hot, right? And I walked by. I seen him. He was so hot, but I seen his eyes open up, where he was like, "Oh shit, that's crack." Like he looked at me. He was waiting to do the interview next, right? And he was like. So he couldn't say it, but I seen it in his eyes. He was like, oh, shit, Joey Crack, yo. Like, boom, he probably won't even remember he seen me, right? So the crazy shit is we probably going to know who he is. Maybe like 2 weeks later, I see the same kid in the interview. He's so high, he gets up and walks right into the wall. Boom!
Damn.
And they caught him. They was like, and this game will use you, and spit you out. So let's go music business 101, y'all. So you got these labels, you get hot like this, they want to throw a nice check at you. You come from Buffalo, you come from the South Bronx, you never had shit. Nobody in your family has shit. You take the check. You take the check, they act like they're your friends, they love you, you the man. They hold your hand. They put you in hotels. They pacify you. The moral to the story is the one time that you show that you can't make them that money back, they will act like you have AIDS or the coronavirus on steroids. I had a guy who was the boss. He still is the chairman of the biggest record label. I used to sit on his lap. not his lap. God, no, not his lap. I used to sit in his office and talk shit with this guy for hours and eat sushi and think we were friends. I put out an album. Actually, it was his fault because I told him we shouldn't put it out because we put it out the same day as Missy, Jay-Z, Mariah Carey, fourth quarter. I told him, yo, they're going to blow us out the box. He said, nah, put it out. Don't worry, because the album I had put out before that sold 2 million. So I didn't know at that time that they got paid off of the shits they used to ship. So whether your shit brick or not, if they ship out 2 million records, they got paid for 2 million records. So their job is done. If you fucked and you don't sell nothing, then you the fucker. The moral to the story is I used to be in this guy's office all the time. The dude stopped calling me. I see him in like an MTV Awards or something. Yo, bro, I call him. I'm like, yo. The man turned around, see me, and goes and runs like I got AIDS.
Damn.
And so this is the music business.
Yeah, this shit gets spooky. This is
the shit that could drive a dude crazy.
Real
when
shit.
You see that, and you say,
this shit nutty. This shit nutty. I feel like I adapted to the shit. I've seen some shit where, this it's a cold game. You know what I mean? Niggas not paying attention to me till I warm up and all that. That's part of the game. So it's just like trying not to take that shit personal. It's like the music business and the business became bigger than the music. You know what I'm saying? So shit get crazy. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta
think business at all times.
Right.
And let me drop another jewel for all artists and everybody in the industry. And I can maybe tell you this, and you probably know this ahead of time because y'all been doing this for a while. Y'all just blew, but y'all been doing this for a while. All artists should diversify. Okay? So now, for the most part, they got us always thinking that the money is just doing shows. And so we chase those shows, those concerts, those festivals to get our money. There's nothing wrong with it. Thank God that we're able to get that.
Real
but
shit.
We need to diversify. Take some of that money, buy yourself a Subways, buy yourself a Little Caesars, buy yourself a Wingstop, buy yourself whatever other kind of business so that when looking now at a pandemic, we can't do no shows. You got to have other income coming in.
You got to.
And so all young brothers, all other artists, figure out a way to try to diversify how you get your money so you don't depend on just one thing. And then when you getting it, so like you on a run and the bags is flying in, that's when you take it. It don't hurt you. You be like, yo, I'm gonna buy me a Wingstop. And then when you turn around, you got that residual income coming in, and you straight.
Now, real shit, I'm paying attention. Because it's like all the OGs be saying the same thing. Like, yo, when it's coming in, so it's like if you a nigga and you be hearing this information from several niggas, the same shit, like you got to. You know what I'm saying? You got to.
Yeah, you got to do it because one thing is, this game is ruthless and it's cruel. And I like fly shit, but if you keep blowing the bag and don't think about that rainy day, then you'll get caught up in some shit. So the worst thing you could do is just think this same money is always coming in because it won't. And people think, yo, you made a record. Oh, I made Lean Back. Shit was #1 for 40 weeks. Cool. That shit ain't making me no money right now. I got to keep reinventing. I got to keep making new money. So the hustle don't stop.
Exactly.
The hustle don't stop. But definitely think about that and always think business too. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being creative, making your music, but think business because you got everybody and let me tell you something. This is the problem. This is the problem in this industry. You used to hustling on the corner, watching the guy coming to stick you up with a hoodie like this. You see them a mile away. Those guys, you can smell them. But the guy who robbed you in this industry, They wear fancy suits and they come with a smile and they smell good. And they act like they're your friends and they inside. The whole time they smiling at you trying to rob you. Like, yo, Benny, my man. Yo, check this
Crazy.
out, what I can do. Yeah, yeah. The whole time they scheming. They sizing you up to know what you know mentally about the business and what you, they immediately know what you don't know and they thinking about how they're going to rob you. That's the game.
This shit gets spooky.
Oh yeah, it gets spooky, man.
This
So
shit gets spooky.
yeah, it gets spooky. And you talking to me, I'm somebody that if you rob from, it's not suggested. You know how they say suggested retail price?
Right.
Robbing from me, I wouldn't suggest it. If I was with you and I'd be like, all right, Fat Joe, we're gonna rob him, I'd be like, yo, I don't think we should rob this guy. We should rob the guy next door.
Not really.
Right? But they'll rob me. This is what I'm trying to tell you. These guys are bad people. So you got to check people and check people and check people and check people and check them again.
No, you're right.
This world is crazy. And it's full with con artists and thieves or whatever the case may be. So it really do get spooky. Tell me about your new project.
Man, Burden of Proof. You know what I'm saying? Dropping Friday. It's crazy. Produced by Hit Boy. I got motherfucking Freddie Gibbs on there, Wayne on there, Big Sean on there, Wes Conway, Queen Naija, Dom Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope project. I think this might be the one for me. You know what I'm saying? I think because what I try to do, I try to make sure everything is better than the last one. Everything is the next level. I think I caught that on this one.
You know what happened, man? I was shout out to Hit Boy because he got all the hits, boy. And so Hit Boy, it was my birthday. I'm gonna just tell you, it was my birthday, and we in Turks and Caicos, and Nas album dropped, and it was so hard, and we was bumping it. And then everybody was praising the album. The OG came back with the Fire album, and everybody was celebrating. And it was crazy because at that point that everybody was looking at Hit Boy, that he did that for Nas, he turned around and said, Benny up next.
Right.
That's a lot. This man was in his glory, and he felt like your project was big enough or crazy enough to say, yo, Benny up next.
Right. I seen that. I seen that.
That's as big as you could get.
No, real shit. He just feel like he in his bag right now, and I'm happy to be a part of it, to be a part of the run. With him, what he done with Big Sean and Nas, and then it's my turn. I feel like I'm a part of them niggas' albums. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's all something that we share together because in the middle of that, I was running into both of them at the studio. So it's kind of like something that we share together. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. Yo, my brother, God bless you, man. Thank you for coming on here in the biggest show in the game.
Yes, sir.
It's no
yes,
coincidence you in LA, and LA Laker Danny Granger was just on here talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, we got to give these people hell, man, because they try to stop us, man. They try to slow us up.
They try to get you out of there. They try to get you out of there.
We can't let them talk us out of our wins. And they can't tell you. Today I did some call with TT Torres about Hispanic heritage, and she's like, yo, what you want people to know? I said, well, what would you want me to know? I'm the biggest Latino dude that's in the game. And I'm a big pun, and I dropped hits for 25 years. And I'm not going, yo, let me tell you something.
Talk your shit.
I ain't going to let them talk me out my wins.
Talk your shit.
Don't let them talk you out your wins, Benny.
No, real
shit. You got to say it
all.
sometimes, because if we sitting here waiting for them to tell us, we fucked.
We're gonna turn into skeletons waiting on these motherfuckers. You know, you a legend. You've been doing it for so long. Yo, when John Blaze came out, that's when I had my first. That's summer '99. That's when I jumped off the porch. That was my soundtrack. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just know that. That was my soundtrack when I jumped off the porch. Facts. Pleasure.
I love that shit. Yo, Benny, shout out to my brother, my brother Steve Lobel. You know, you're always welcome at Cookies out there. If you want to smoke the finest out there in LA legal, you know, Cookies, you know?
Hey, yo, Uncle Steve, I'm pulling up on you tomorrow, Uncle Steve. I'm going to see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Real shit.
All right, my brother, stay up, Benny.
All right,
Be
OG,
safe,
appreciate it.
baby, love. You don't know who I know. You want me to go again? You want me to get somebody else? Benny the Butcher, Hit Boy, that album gonna be fire this Friday. Shout out Steve Lobel, we working. You want me to go again? You want me on my shit? Don't make me go in there. You don't know who I know. You just don't know who I know. So we try to inspire. I try to drop gems. Nobody in this industry, I don't give a fuck. P. Diddy, Dr. Dre, Khaled, anybody is going to tell you and drop the gems that I tell you. No one's going to give you that shit. Ain't going to tell you what I tell you, but I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth so that you know and you prepare. It's in the industry. It's crazy, man. So at one time, me and Big Pun, the hottest shit in the world. And there used to be some guys, groupies, but we didn't know at the time. We think they keeping it real with Terror Squad. They show up to all the shows and all that. And they my age, and they had every show. And then 20 years later, I got invited to a show from A Boogie, who I love. A Boogie with the hoodie, the BX. So they invited me to one of their shows. So I walked in there, I think I was 1D. I walked in there, and then when I went to his dressing room, this is 2019 or something, 2018. Me and Big Pun was 20 years ago. I walk in his dressing room, he's playing games against somebody. And I look around the room, it's the same fucking groupie dudes that used to be in our room 20 years ago. It's like every other city we go, every other show we go, I see the same old. Like, I could not believe these guys were grown men, still groupie in the young. Like, what the fuck, man? Get a fucking life. Embarrassing. Imagine that now. 40-year-old dudes chasing A Boogie, trying to get on. I don't know what the fuck they thinking. I know some guys been rapping 26 years since I had Flojo. I see them and they be like, yo, Joe, my new shit. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta stop. I'm serious, though. I swear, I know y'all laughing. I know y'all laughing. I know that's what the big show about. But it's the realest shit. And ladies, yo, Rob Mark, y'all Rob Mark, y'all living legend journalists. No, ladies, if you got a guy who's nearing the age 35, I'm gonna even give him 30 to 35. And they still telling you they rapping and they ain't bringing home no money monthly. You got kids and they playing video games, writing rhymes. It's a rap. It's tell them to stop and to get a 9 to 5. Get a 9 to 5 and face reality. Or maybe the 9 to 5 is your A plan, but your B plan is still trying to get on. But yo, guys, yo, stop lying, guys. Stop lying. Like, you already know. You ain't popping, you ain't popping. You see, here goes an old nigga talking. Ross was damn near 40 when he, yeah, all right. Give me another one. And Ross was not 40. Ross was in his 30s, early 30s. Give me another one. Give me another one. Tell me another guy who blew. I'm not trying to discourage. I'm the guy who always tells you to go for your dreams and everything. But I'm telling you the truth. And if you fans, yeah, I'm with you. I want you to be fans. I want you to be fans and all that. But I'm just telling you the truth, bro. Like, at a certain point, I'm telling you, there's guys that started rapping around the time I was rapping in 93, that when I go to New York, dead ass, never had a song on the radio, never blew, they'd be like, dead ass, yo, Joe Crack, I got this new song out. Gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. And so, like I tell you, Jay Electronica is not a new rap. Yeah, y'all gotta stop. Listen, forget it. Listen, guys, look, keep rapping. Keep doing what you want. Whatever you want to do, you do. I'm sorry if I shattered your dreams or I told you if I went too real. But at least keep it real with me and keep it real with yourself. Get a job. J-O-B. Now, if you want to save your money and you want to invest in your music, fine. But get a job. Because you could not be sitting on the couch going on 40 talking about I rap and you ain't never had a show. Nobody streamed your shit. Nobody. I'm sorry, guys. And these kids, they don't live off of one pair of sneakers a year. I'm sorry. So what you do, you take that experience that you had. So there's no excuse for guys who were following Fat Joe and Big Pun around to be in a boogie session doing the same shit, mixing the drinks, rolling the blinds, thinking they getting on. I don't know what they thinking they doing. And if you came out with Fat Joe and you know Curious George and the Beat Nuts and you still trying to play me a demo, you gotta stop. I'm not going over people's heads. I'm being very direct. If it goes over your head, then you don't understand the brokest talk in the world. I'm not going over nobody's heads. I'm being very direct. Listen, guys. Put God first. Believe in God because he's all we got. Yo, Jerry, Alexa, listen to my demo. Yo, you got to... But they do it, man. It hurts, man. They got to stop. And so, listen to my demo. Yo, y'all disrespectful. No, I'm not gonna keep going. I'm not. I'm not gonna keep going. I already see guys is in their feeling. Hey y'all, Timbaland the King. Timbaland the King. Y'all, Timbo the King, what's up, baby? Oh,
What's
hey,
going
yo,
on?
Timbo the King, what's up, baby?
What's going on, Joey?
That Verzuz, biggest shit in the corona, the COVID. Yeah. Yo,
Season
Timbo, I
2.
was telling them that, and my battery gonna waste, but I was telling them that I seen a guy who was rapping when I was rapping. I'm talking about 1993. Last time I went to New York. Yeah, but he was trying to get on. He never had a record, never he been rapping forever. And now he's my age still, and he tried to give me a demo like he's still trying to get on. And I'm like, yo, Timbo, some people gotta stop. Huh, Timbo?
I believe in follow your dreams.
Ah!
We're gonna have to dream. We're gonna have to dream a different type of dream, right?
Yo, motherfucker must have been, but if you follow your dreams, motherfucker must be like a bear hibernating. If you don't get the point by now. Timbo the King, can we please get a hint of who's on the next Verzuz battle?
It's gonna be clean. You saw the post. Season 2 coming soon.
I know season 2 is coming soon, but I want to. Can we get a hint?
I can't give you a hint. I want to so bad, but I can't do it till the paperwork is fully in. You know you can't talk too
Yo,
quick.
Timbo, you know I've been on you for Stephanie Mills, Shaka Khan. Stephanie Mills, Shaka Khan. I want to see it.
We close on the other side. I know you got one side already confirmed.
I got Stephanie Mills. I told you I'll go pick her up in the private and go to Atlanta, wherever y'all doing this shit, and you'll see the journey. Like, you know, Stephanie Mills, you know, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she got to go. I got it. We own it.
All right, my brother. You know I love you, brother. I'll see you soon. Yo, we got to get up soon, even with the mask or something.
Yeah, hey, look, y'all be riding the bikes. We got to ride the bikes. I heard y'all be riding the bikes.
I got the bike. Yo, Dre said, Jodeci, Boys to Men. Woo!
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's not
you know I got the bike. Baby. You got the bike?
Yeah, I got a bike. I'm just gonna drive my car around y'all way and just drive put it in.
Yeah, I got a beautiful. It's nice. Nobody bothers us. We just ride out. I get my suntan and I ride my bike at the same time. So I get the double workout.
Ain't that beautiful?
That shit beautiful, man. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I be riding the bike. I listen to my music. Nobody bothers me. I just enjoy it. Know what I'm saying? That shit, and you know it's keeping the weight down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Timbo, I love you, man. God bless you, all right?
All right, my brother. Love.
My brother, number love.
All right.
And you don't know who I know. And I'll keep going, but the battery's running out. I'll keep going. And like, this shit is insane if you think about it. You're seeing LA Laker, Danny Granger, Get Benny, Griselda Boy, Timbaland the King in one episode. Stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. This the biggest shit popping. The locksmith. Oh shit, hold up. This is how we really gonna do this. That boy don't pick his head out. Hold up, this some shit. Okay? This is different, guys. This is some. This is different. The locksmith.
Joe,
Take the mask off, locksmith.
what's good?
For those who don't know you, let them know right now, locksmith. This is how I'm gonna end my show today. My battery running out, but I want you to spit some shit. Locksmith is the greatest freestyle spitter in the game. There is nobody better.
You want some bars?
I need the super bars because they better know. And I will put the light up a little bit more so they can really see your face. Because this is like, they ain't never hear no shit like this.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
I don't slip, I don't back down. I don't trip, I come back round. I'm already sick, I put mask down. I might rap joust, it's my cash cow. I don't spit with my ass out or make rap sounds with my pants down or take cash mounds that they pass down. You ask how, because I branched out. Out with the facts, so perhaps I should play along and adapt and relax. I should make a song and distract with an act where they sing till I swing with an axe. Ask about what I bring to the table, my name, cause it ring. What I play for, collecting them rings, connecting them strings, obsessing obscene. I don't want to waste by the waste and the weight opportunity. What I know is innate, so I ate what they threw at me. Niggas want to escape, pray for immunity lasting, but there is no vaccine for coonery. Cooked in the house from the outset. I don't need a voucher or announcing your clout yet. I don't need to shout or renounce what I'm about. Take the girl you tout, treat your bitch like a house pet. How stress. You seem to be at my progress. You seem to leave when it's hard pressed. I see beneath the subcontext. Y'all chasing hoes like a contest. The concept seems out of date and so foreign to me. Y'all juvenile, I'm ignoring the plea. I've been torching the streets since 400 degrees. Y'all like the harbor, go run the police. My summer reads like a fungus and weed. I've been infected with fuck you disease. If you run up on me, I will hunt you and squeeze. He's been avowed, but I doubt you infallible. Niggas want me to bow by the sky with your lateral. I was never aroused by your roused incompatible rap things. What you've been asking is laughable and practical. I do my best to look past the bull. You niggas follow what master do. What should I send this new casket to? What should I lend my new passion through? You passing through. I set up shop, I'm not shopping no deal. I know they watch, I don't knock the appeal, but if I keep the profit, my pocket's gonna build. What I've been building has yielded return. When acknowledge no ceiling, I'm sealing your earn. I'm too honest with women, they feelings get burned. If I feel a concern, I don't reel in my words. Ain't reached the peak, but I've been on the verge. Ain't losing no sleep, but I don't feel discouraged. Master my craft, and I laugh at you nerds. If I ration my words, you ain't half of my words. He's been avowed, but all right, I'm done.
Yo, locksmith!
I had to give you a couple bars, my brother.
Yeah, my brother. Yo, you the nicest, man. I'm not crazy. I'm a hip-hop historian. I know what I'm talking about. Can't nobody fuck with you. I got my money on you against anybody.
My nigga.
I'll put up the bag. When it comes to freestyles, ain't nobody seeing the locksmith.
I love you, bro. I love
Peace,
you,
my brother.
Nigga.
God bless. Huh. And you don't know who I know. Sheesh. That motherfucker. And he took it light. Peace, y'all. Put God first. Believe in God, man. Stay focused. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we got an amazing show. We're going to talk about somebody who made it from nothing. We also going to have my family, Pat Poose here, my goddaughter. He got a project out. We're going to have a bunch of people on tomorrow that's incredible. So tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern. You know it's the big show. Revolt TV, every Tuesday, 10 p.m. It is the biggest show in the game. And we ain't stopping. We ain't never gonna stop. Peace.